The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 603 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the Blue Edition, or the Ravenclaw Harry Potter playing cards from Theory11. So, no further ado, take a look and see what we get. As you can see, it is in that matte blue finished tuck box with a bunch of gold and blue foiling on the tuck box. As you see, it says Harry Potter there in the middle, playing cards, Hogwarts, platform in 9 3/4, and there's lots of different little hidden Harry Potter references like the Hogwarts Castle. You got all 4 of the different houses there in the corners, and you got a bunch of references to every movie there. On one side it says Expecto Patronum, and you got 2 wands. Other side says Wingardium Leviosa, and you got 2 more wands there. On the bottom here, you got the 11 logo, the Warner Brothers logo, and premium playing cards, Theory11. And on the back, a little sneak peek of the back sign, and the front of the talk box, and the back is embossed, so you can feel the texture of it there. And then for the seal, you got a white stamp style seal with that gold foiling, and has an H there in the middle and 2 P's on either side there for Harry Potter. And then on the top of the seal, it does say something underneath that seal there, but it's kind of covered up, so I can't really see that. So now we'll just press down the seal and grab one of our handy dandy card openers. Let's crack that seal. On the tuck flap here, it says Obliviate something. And then you got Harry Potter's glasses and a little scar there. The tuck flaps here have a little triangle design, and you got the little lightning bolt once again. Take the cards out of the box. On the inside of the tuck box here, you got some blue foiling there. And it has like Hedwig there, and it also says Hogwarts. There you got that little design that goes all the way throughout the interior. A little bit dark to see, but it is in there. You can kind of see it shining at the bottom. Now I'd like to look at the tuck box. Time to take a look at the cards. And as always, we'll start with that back design. So here we have a mirrored back design there. And it is a white and blue colorway there. And it's highly detailed. They always do fantastic jobs here. And this is, yeah. This is one of 4 colors because there's 4 houses, so there's 1 color for each house there. And this is the blue one, obviously. There, but you got the little H there in the middle there, and it says Expecto Patronum. You got the 4 different houses there, so you got the Raven there, and then you got the Hufflepuff mascot. You got the Slytherin one there, and then you got, why can't I think of it? Oh, the Gryffindor one there. And you got the little glasses there, and then you got the lightning bolt, and then you just got some other details going around there, and you got the 4 houses there in the corners, and it is mirrored, so you flip it over, same design in both directions. And now for the cards, here you get the first Joker, it says Joker Joker, then you got Dobby there on the first Joker, and it says Dobby is free, and he's holding the sock, and it says Harry Potter at the bottom. And then for the second Joker, it says Joker Joker, then you got Hagrid there, which is an umbrella. Then I think it's Fluffy, and it says the Keeper of Keys. And you got that custom Ace of Spades. There was lots of details. So you got a Hedwig there in the front there. You got the Golden Snitch. You got like the Griffin or something. Then you got Hogwarts behind it there, and then at the bottom you got the Hogwarts Express. There it says Harry Potter again. Then you got the fully custom suits there. So you got the spade there with the sword, which I can't quite remember what it's called, but you got that sword there. And you got the custom font and suits there in the corners as well. And you got the Jack, Queen, and King of Spades here. And they're fully custom characters once again from the movies there. So you got Neville Longbottom for the Jack. The Queen, you got Luna Lovegood. And for the King, you got Severus Snape. And there's always lots of detail once again. And then you got the custom Ace of Diamonds there. That kind of like Phoenix or some kind of design there in the middle. And then that same design for the rest of the diamonds as well. And then you got 3 more characters for the diamonds here. Core cards, you got the Jack, Sirius Black is who I want to say. Then you got Professor McGonagall for the Queen, and then you got the King, which is Albus Dumbledore, was Fox there. Then you got the Jack, Queen, and King of spades. No, I mean of clubs here. And then for the king here, you got he who shall not be named, Voldemort, Lord Voldemort, I should say. Then you got something black there, I can't quite think. And then you got, I always forget his name. I can never remember his name. Every time I review one of the Harry Potter decks, I cannot remember his name. I think it starts with like an L or something, but I can't think of it. There, I might think of it by the end of the video. But then you got the custom club there with that, like the sorcerer's stone there in the middle. There. Oh, we got those custom. And we get to the ace of clubs here, and you can see that. You can see a little bit easier there. But then lastly, we got the Jack, Queen, and King. And we can't forget the three main characters. We got the King is Harry Potter himself. Then you got the Queen, which is Hermione Granger. And then the Jack is Ron Weasley. Then you got the custom heart design with that goblet of fire there in the middle. There. And you can see it a little bit easier with the Ace of Hearts. And then the last two cards in the deck are two little ad cards. You got a little Theory11 ad card and a little Harry Potter playing card, little ad card there. And this is the back on the back. But now that we took a look at the cards for the handling, there's that classic air cushion finish from the United States Playing Company. So they'll handle fantastic. Got a super smooth spring. There, a nice flex to it. A nice medium stock, so a little bit broken in straight out of the box. But you still gotta shuffle them a little bit. They got a super smooth fan, actually like flawless fans there. You can see the nice even fan ability there. So I'd say if you're a fan of Harry Potter, these are fantastic. Pick up there, because there's one for every fan there, all the different houses there. So you can choose your color, or if you someone like me, you can get every color of them. It was fantastic. And as well, there's always the fantastic details, so they look fantastic as well. They left no detail out. I'm gonna say, as always, they always handle fantastic. Like I always mention in all my videos. All the decks pretty much handle fantastic. Always with Theory11. They always have these high quality cards. You never get a bad deck of cards from Theory11. But once again, we got the fully custom faces from the aces to the kings to the core cards. There, and one of my favorite things I always mention is when they do custom aces. It's always nice when they do that. So you got 4 fully custom aces there to match the different number suits there, which is fantastic. And then you got those fully custom core cards, which are different characters from the movies. There's only one character that I could not think of there. But anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. And this has been day 603 of Daily Deck Review. And this has been the Blue Edition, or the Ravenclaw Edition, Harry Potter playing cards from Theory11. And I'm the Kid Character, signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.